Good afternoon, welcome to Fitness Pilates with me, Gail. Going to do half an hour with you today. So working on core strength and a little bit of stretch, mobility. So hopefully you're going to join me for this half an hour. Got nice gentle music and just going to work through all different strengthening, tummy tight, breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth if you can. And just focus on the areas you're working on. When we tense, I'll tell you just to squeeze tight, and if you want options, I'll give you them throughout so you can make it a little bit easier or harder, work within your means, and if you have injuries, work around them. So listen to your body, and if something doesn't feel right, just rest. You can rest whenever you wish, and just come back in when you're ready. So we just want to be sort of focusing on the feet, hip width apart, pushing down into the mat, and then just gently kind of rotating the hips out the way. We're going to just sink the shoulders down, and we just want to breathe in through the nose as we lift the arm. So breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. And then we want to lift up, breathe in, stretch across in your out breath, breathe in back and breathe out, take it down. So nice and gentle, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and then try and go a little bit further this time. So we breathe in, we breathe out, we stretch over and back. Make sure you don't fold forward with the shoulder, so you're keeping back. And we'll go one more each side, breathing in and breathing out. And last one, in breath and out and back. So we just want to lift the arms up, in breath, nice tall spine, lengthen through the crown of the head, out breath down, in breath, nice big lift. Glutes slightly active here, and again in breath and out. So just want you to take one leg back as you breathe in. So we breathe in and breathe out, in and out. So nice tummy tight, lifting, getting that glute to squeeze as we lift to the back. And one arm now on one leg, so breathe in, breathe out. Draw in this tummy, the core extra tight. So in breath and out, in and out. So we're just going to sit back, bring the feet together, squeeze the inner thighs together, nice and tall, and sit back, reaching up, in breath and out, and again lifting up and out. Just going to reach to the side, feet spread hip width apart, breathing in, letting the head drop to a nice little stretch for the neck and the arm. So in breath and out, and in and out. So just lifting one knee. And again, you want to lift nice and high, lifting the arms to the front. So we breathe in, hold, breathe naturally, get that big long spine, tummy in, and take it down. Opposite side, breathe in, holding, not holding the breath, just the stretch, and take it down. So again, lifting up, and we're going to just take this leg back and the arms back on out breath, and turn that foot down into your balance. You can have your bent leg on your supporting leg, and if you want to make it harder, you can just push up into your straight leg. And just try and focus on a point that gives you good balance. and bring that leg nice and slowly back down. So in breath, we're going to lift up, and out breath, we're going to take it back, stretch back, back foot turning down, head in line with your spine. If you're wobbling, quite natural. If you want to push up to your straight leg, and nice and slowly bring that leg back down. So I'm just going to open up the hip joint. So we want to just lift to the front, in breath, and out. Draw the knee back. So try and keep your hips to the front. So in breath and out. In and out. And then again on the other side, in breath and out. In and out. So you want to really lift and rotate back. Last time. And taking the arms forward, lifting to the front and in breath. Out breath, squeeze the back. In breath, come back to the front and back down. So in, breathe out. Try and get that pinch feeling in the shoulder blades to the back. As if you're squeezing a little pencil through the shoulders. Squeezing in tight to the back. Try and focus on the tummy in tight, hips forward. Breathing out. Breathing in. So we're working on the posterior chain, working on the back and a little bit on the glutes, so we're on there. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep the tummy extra tight. In breath, out breath. In breath back and down. So we're just going to take it into a roll down. And bear with me 1 second. So stand to the back of your mat, give yourself space to walk out. I'm just going to roll down. So take a deep breath in and drop your chin down. Reach down, arch the back. You can have your legs bent if you wish. At this point, we're trying to open up the spine. We're going to just hang. Allow the head to get heavy. And nice and slowly on your out breath, draw the tummy up. Lift up through the back, nice and slow. And bringing each vertebrae back on top of one another. And the head last. Roll the shoulders in. Breathe out as you squeeze back. Breathe in and breathe out and take it down again. Take a deep breath in. Draw this belly button in tight. Reach down. Allow this back to open up nice and slow. So we're folding down. Let the body hang. And from there we're going to walk out into the plank. So you can have your legs bent if you wish here. Walking it out into our planks, raising the fingers, pushing back through the heels. Don't have your bottom up, tummy up, bottom down. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Hold this position. And if it's too difficult, take your knees to the floor, draw the belly button up. Keep holding. And from there, bring the knees down and sit back into your child pose. Extend your fingers forward, head rested on the mat. Push down with the arms and rotate elbows in towards each other. And from there, we're going to come up to a cat-dog stretch. So just a little bit of mobility into this back. So we're taking a deep breath in and breathe out. Draw the belly button up, start to arch up, tuck your head under and in. Head up, bottom, out breath and in. out and in, and nice and slowly just curl up. Drop the tummy down, only tilt the head back if it's pain-free. Keep the head forward if there's any discomfort. Out breath and in. I'm going to come down onto the elbows. I'm going to stand back into your plank. So one leg, then the other. Draw the tummy up, hold tight. Really squeeze if you want to make this a little bit more challenging. So you can come forward onto toes, back through heels. So you really want to feel the stretch up the back of the heels, up the Achilles. Draw forward and back. So as if you're on a little line, you're not sticking the bottom up. You're keeping the head in line with the spine. You push forward onto toes, push back through the heels, and then we're going to bring it down and just take the elbows slightly wider, extend the toes, feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Draw the shoulders back as if you're pulling the mat back with the hands and the elbows and the forearms. Drawn back towards your waist. Head is forward, and from there we are going to just come down and rest the head, swivel the hips from side to side, loosen up the lower back, and then again we're going to work onto a little bit of the glute and lower back. If you want to stay with the head, sometimes doing one fist on top of the other one can support the forehead, or you can have your chin inside that little space. Or if you want to make it a little bit harder, the hands can be, again, just on the mat, drawing back. So we want to be tightening up your glute active, and we want to lift on out breath one leg, and in breath down. Breathing out, so you can squeeze the shoulders away from the ears, and if you want to rest the head on the hands, you can do that. So breathing out, so again working on the posterior chain, squeezing, so the glutes are active here, guys. Squeeze and lower. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. Really work to get the glute to fire up and work into the lower back. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and in. Keep looking forward. Draw the elbows back if you want to make this a little bit more challenging on your lift. And rest. So we're going to add in one arm and one leg. So we're going to just give yourself space here. So we're going to lift, out breath, and in. Out and in. You can stay with single legs and not the arms if you wish. Breathe out and in. Work within your means. If it's too much on the back, just take it down. Don't lift as high. Have a little rest. Swivel hips side to side. Working on these back muscles and the glute. Last one. Rest the head and swivel the hips side to side. Okay, we're going to pretend that we are swimming. So we want to be legs extended, toes out, When we reach forward with the arms, we want to breathe out. And then, so this will be your out breath. On your in, you're taking the arms back, all the way back, and lifting the chest. And then you bring the elbows, the hands in, and extend forward. So if you think of out breath, you're coming, in breath, you're coming out of the water, and out breath, you're coming back under. In breath, and out. In breath, and out. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. Don't lift as high if this is too difficult, quite challenging. So, in breath as you lift. It's like a little breaststroke. In. So, really dig those elbows in and then back out. Breathing in and out. In and out. Rest. Okay, bring your hands back. Take the knees a little bit wider, bend the legs and let the legs swish like little windscreen wipers. Allowing the hip to lift off. Get a little bit of movement into this little twist. And have a little rest. Going to push back into our child pose. Knees can be split apart or they can be together. Allow the chest to press down on your in breath, onto the legs, and out breath, sink down. In breath, chest expands. Feel that on the legs, and out breath. Last one, in breath, and out. Okay, we're going to come up onto the elbows. So back into your elbow plank. So with the elbow plank this time, we want to be pushing the hips out to the side. So you're in your plank, you push your hip out and out breath, you come back into centre, but we're not rotating. So think about going on a little level plane, so you're not twisting. So we come down onto the elbows, we step back. The bottom is down, guys. We push out on out breath to the side, in breath centre, out breath push out, in breath back, really push, only work within your means, keep the bottom down, keep breathing. So out breath, push out, in breath centre, out breath, and in, out breath, and in, and rest. So next we want to be rotating this time. So we are doing our like little rainbow. So we are swiveling from side to side, touching the hip on the mat and back. So we'll go out breath as you touch the mat, in breath, out breath, in. So back up into plank and breathe out and in. Out and in. Don't hold your breath. Have rest if you need a rest. And rest. Okay, just gonna push back up, stretch back with the shoulders. Create space between the shoulders and your ears and squeeze back. Breathe and hold. And again, we're going to just push up onto fours. into your cat dog stretch, and we'll just go for 2. Opening up the spine, lifting, drawing your head under, and in breath, dropping down, head forward or tilt back. Out breath, lift into curl, and in breath, back. And from there, we are going to just come into our full arm plank. So we want to do knees coming under chest, tummy up tight, stand back into your plank. So again, you want to be focusing on the tight core. Hands, fingers spread apart, take pressure off your wrists, stand back one leg, then the other one, and draw that belly button up. So out breath, we're going to go nice and slow. Draw the knee under, in breath back. So we're trying not to have the bottom up here, trying to keep the bottom down. So out breath and in. If it's too difficult, you can always take the knee onto the floor and just draw the knees in. So breathe out and in. Extra tight, team. Nice and slow today. And last one. And give me a little cat dog stretch. Out breath, squeeze up. In breath, back. Out breath, squeeze and lift. In breath, back. And back into our same position of your plank. So we're going to bring the knee to the outside of the body, stand back, bottom down. So this time, out breath and in, out and in. So really squeeze the tummy up, open up the hip, out breath. You can be on your knees if you wish. And again, out and in. Last 2. Last one. And rest. Sit back, reach forward, and stretch those fingers, push down. Nice slow breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. And lying on our back. So we're going to just take it into bent legs. Take it into like a half roll back, hands forward. Take a deep breath in, we're going to curl the spine. So take a deep breath in, breathe out, draw your hips up, tummy down, take it back to a position of choice. In breath, come up, reach up to the ceiling, out breath, and in, and out breath, and in. And take the legs out if you wish to make this a little bit harder. We roll down slow. So out breath, rolling down, bone by bone. Nice and slow at the upper back as well. Push the small of the back into the mat. In breath, lift, stretch. Out breath, roll down. Small of the back, pushing in, stay stretched. Breathe. So we're going to just try to bring our legs, give myself a little bit more space here. So you can try and bring your legs into down and up here. So we're going to take the legs up above your hips, draw the belly button down, And in breath, down, out breath, up. In breath, down, out breath, up. And if you wish to make this harder, bring the hands to the temples. And as you bring the leg up, give a little squeeze up with the chest. In breath and out. If you wish to take upper body down, you can take the chest and the back down and then breathe out as you squeeze. In breath and out. You can have bent legs here. You can just do a tap down and up if it's too difficult, instead of the straight legs. So breathe in and out, in and out. This can be more challenging if you change this to 2 legs. If you're doing 2 legs, we take the legs down and we come back up. You can do legs. You can have the hands at the side, nice and slow, in breath and out. Try and keep straight legs if possible. Try and get the squeeze on to make it more challenging. Nice big squeeze. Give a little hug. Hug your knees in. Give a little squeeze. Rock from side to side. And we're going to take it back. Legs up. And reaching back. So again, we want here to lift the bottom off. So we're going to come up off the mat. So we're trying to lift the legs up. Lifting the legs up. And then rolling slowly back down. So we lift up and slowly back down. Now if you can go all the way back with the feet coming back onto the floor. So you can take it from your up, lifting. So we are lifting up and taking the toes back. And then we're rolling, keeping the legs close to the chest. So try and get bone by bone on the spine, coming back nice and slow. Even at the bottom of the back, don't slump down, nice and slow. And legs are up. So we are lifting up, back over. You can be up. You can have hands to support you here. If it's too difficult, you might just want to just hold, have the elbows supporting your hips, and you can just take it to a comfortable position. And we're rolling back down, nice and slow. And again, one more time, guys. Lifting up. Taking those legs over. If you want to stay here, turn the toes under, push back, you can get a bigger stretch. Breathe. You can roll down and up. And nice and slowly, bringing it down, nice and slow. And we'll hug the knees in. Well done. Time has gone so quick. So I think we'll just give one little stretch here. So we'll bring your knees, bring yourself up, and we're going to stretch up the hips. So hands are behind. We'll take it first of all with the bent legs. Push up and lift. Hips up. Open up your shoulders. Looking down at the tummy. And just lifting, getting the stretch across the chest, front of the shoulders. And then bring it back down. Again, we lift. lifting, squeezing, getting that big stretch across. If you want to come up onto toes to make it harder and back down, you can do that. Crack your bones and lift. And then we're going to roll back down and extend the legs forward, arms on the floor, elbows down, active legs, toes pointing. And then we'll just do one little reach forward, chin up. You can take the elbows down and up if you wish. If it's too much, keep the chin lifted, keep squeezing down this belly button. And nice and slowly roll back, stretch the knees in, good stretch. And then we're just going to drop the knees to one side. Feet can be grounded, or you can have your legs up. If the legs are up, it'll be harder. Drop the knees to one side. Press down if you want an added stretch. Breathe, look away from your knees. Bring the knees up higher if you want a bigger stretch. Nice and slowly, let the knees come back to centre. On out breath, drop the knees the other way. Look away from your knees. Press down to get a bigger stretch up the outer thigh, right up the spine. Knees closer up to the shoulder if you wish to make it harder. And breathe. Try and keep the shoulders grounded on both sides. Nice slow breathing. And from there, we're going to bring it back to the centre. Roll up and down. Let the back have a little massage here. And then stay up. So we're going to just bring one leg in and the other leg up. And we're just going to just do a little twist. Hand behind, hand or elbow on this leg. Draw yourself back on out breath. Breathe naturally. Look over the shoulder as long as there's no pain. Head side on if there is. And then we're going to take the hand onto the outside of the leg. Turn back the opposite way. Twist round. Keep that twist. And then we're going to change legs. Other leg out, either elbow, or you can hug, or you can just draw on the knee and twist round. Pushing the shoulder back, breathing naturally on the twist. Bring it back forward, straight hand on the outside of your leg, hand back, lift the chest on in breath, out breath, twist. Bringing the feet in and dropping your knees down on your out breath, lift the chest up, so the ribcage nice and high, out breath, squeeze the knees down, big deep breath, push down in your out breath, and cross the legs to comfortable position. Sorry, I took it over your time. And just rest the head over to one side, push the palm on your out breath down into the mat, or just your fingers, whatever feels good. If you want to increase the stretch, fingertips above, just alongside the temples of the ear, draw down your out breath, don't overstretch. Tease this head over. Get that stretch right down the top of the shoulder. Change, drop the head over first, push down on your out breath. And if you want to make that a bigger stretch, take it on with the fingers, gentle, just easing the head down. From there, we're going to just reach out, push out, and then take the hands back. Take a deep breath in, push away from the back and lift up on your out breath, in breath hold, And again, we'll lift as high as we can, keep the chest up. Taking it to the hand on the ground, lift up on in breath and out breath over. You can come down onto the elbow if you wish, but make sure if you're coming down, you don't lift the bottom off the mat. Taking it over, in breath up, out breath, cross. And thank you very much if you joined me today. Hope you enjoyed that. Did a little bit more on the back and the glutes today, so hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll be back next week. Have a brilliant weekend and stay well, and enjoy the weather. Go out and have your walks and just have a good weekend ahead. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye.